Hey guys, welcome to today's video where I am going to show you how you can use Midjourney and ChatGPT to come up with an idea for a children's book and get to a first draft. Now, I don't have any real ideas for what kind of book we're going to make today, type what type of children's book. It could be a board book, it could be middle grade fiction. Middle grade fiction is stuff like Animorphs or the first couple of books of Harry Potter, or it could be something kind of more like a chapter book, a series. There are many different types of children's fiction and there's many different genres, and we're just gonna wing it because that can be interesting sometimes, and sometimes that's where the best ideas come from. So we're on the front page of Midjourney, and you can see none of these really, this one could be the inspiration for a children's story, maybe this one, but none of these are amazing images, but very few of them have kind of a children's story idea. Let's start with cute picture of white kitten and black kitten playing on the terrace of a cafe. And now we hit enter, and that went over to create, and that's going to create that image. What we can also do is, if you see an image you like, and I kind of like this one, is it has it has all of these directions, and you can see it's very detailed. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of this and kind of I'm just going to take this bottom part and add it in. So I'm going to say, let's just do that again. A cute illustration of a white kitten and a black kitten playing on the terrace of an outdoor cafe. And then we'll just, we just submitted that. And now let's go over to create and let's see what it's coming up with. It's just starting this. And you can see we have some pictures. These are actually quite cute. And this one is also pretty cute. I kind of like this idea. And if you want to customize it a little bit more, you can click on these sliders here, and you can change the aspect ratio. Now, it's not as customizable as the Discord server, where you can change it to almost any aspect ratio you want. You are limited to a few, but they are pretty useful. Why don't we start with 4:3? We can say, this is a charming illustration of a white kitten and a black kitten playing on the terrace of a cafe. They are in Saint Montmartre, and the sun is shining. We can see other patrons' legs and feet, but not their faces. And we'll say the simple, cute, kawaii illustration style. And do we want to change anything else? I think let's do one. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to select Apple A, Apple C. That copies it. And I'm going to do one with stylization at 100, and then let's try one with stylization at 500. And let's see what it comes up with. Now, while we're waiting for it to do that, actually, we don't have to wait that long, do we? Because we have turbo on. You can see this is the one with the lower stylization. This is the one with the higher stylization. You can see it deviates a little more. For example, this cat has white white chest and white under his mouth. This cat has kind of calico ears and a bit of a calico face. But these ones, I mean, these are two black cats, but this one actually adheres pretty well to what we're thinking about. And so I kind of like this one. I'm going to download it. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to make it public because, is it already public? It might be. No, unhide image. Okay, so it was already public because sometimes you can find out interesting things when you see what images get popular with people on Midjourney. That can be interesting. Alright, so I'm going to ask for a couple of strong variations. I'm going to ask to upscale. And let's do a strong remix. And so the remix is going to use this image as part of the prompt. And let's see. And then you can also change the aspect ratio. So, yeah. Yeah, that's alright. That's interesting. Okay. Let's do a little bit more exploration as well. We can also search prompts. So I'm going to just say children's book. And Midjourney search is, it has its ups and downs. It's had times of being really, really good, really bad. But sometimes it comes through, and we can see these are some cute pictures. That's a really cute French bulldog. I'm gonna like that picture. I like this style really a lot, and this style too is good. This one it's nice. I'm it's kind of got a Pixar feel to it, and I don't hate Pixar, but it's not my favorite. So I'm just gonna maybe get rid of that one. This one, oh, look at this. It spelled it, and it's a consistent font, and it spelled it correctly. That is very... AI couldn't do that before. Oh, and I like this style very much, too. And this style, too. Okay, I'm going to start with this, and let's look at this. Oh, and they say Procreate style. Interesting. So why don't we try this? A white kitten and a black kitten play in a Montmartre Cafe Terrace. Procreate style. And we have stylization up. Let's turn it down. The lower stylization is, the more it'll follow your prompt. Oh, and yes, stylize 100. Okay. So let's see what it comes up with here. It's still working on some of those upscales we asked for. This is it with more of the image. And here we've got some more images. I like this one. This one has some attitude. I mean, he's got his feet are a little bit messed up, but that is very easy to fix. We're going to go to Vary Region, and it's going to load it. And I'm going to take this lasso tool and get this extra foot here. And is there anything else we could maybe fix? A little bit of his fur there. It's sticking out in kind of a weird way. We'll ask it to fix that. His tail is cutting through the cutting through here. Now I want to make it clear that for this image, I'm not making an image that will be part of a book. You can do that. It is a lot of work, and if you're not a professional illustrator or a graphic designer, you probably are going to need to hire one. I'm just doing this more to make the image a little more consistent, a little more visually pleasing for the next step, which I'm going to show you as soon as this, and I'm going to run this actually twice because we get 4 images per shot, so 8 images, one of them will probably get it right. Alright, but here we go. These are almost done, and when one of them's done, I'm going to download one and upload it to ChatGPT. And looks like none of them fixed the tail clipping through clipping through the chair, which means I'll probably just have to do one of these and get rid of that tail. Let's see. This is thrilling stuff, I know, but it's, let's see. Alright, yeah, so we'll just get rid of that. And so there we go. We've got these images are developing, and let's see what they look like. There we go. So yeah, they've just eliminated the tail. That's fine. Maybe it's a Manx. We will see. But once this is done, here we go. We'll just get this one. We're going to download it. And it's going to take just a minute. Has it downloaded already? Oh, there we go. All at once. Okay, so it went over to the downloads. You can see this is my Discord name, and it's one of my pen names is Esme Rome, and it says a white kitten playing in a Montmartre, blah, 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 and then a bunch of numbers. So we're going to take this. I clicked on this and hold it, and I'm going to drag it over here, and it's added this to the image. I think it's uploading. This circle means that it's uploading. And so I'm going to say... Now, I have AIPRM installed. You do not need AIPRM to do this, and I'm not going to use it here. But if you wanted to use it, you could press a slash key, and you could look up, for example, children's book author, children's book illustrator, children's book illustration, all these different AIPRM prompts. But I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to say, please evaluate the attached image and come up with 5 high-concept story ideas based on this image. And oh, I have to say, high-concept children's story ideas based on this image. Please specify what type of children's story it is. For example, chapter books, board books, middle grade, etc. And here we go. So we've just started a new conversation with ChatGPT 4.0. Is it called 4.0 or 4.0 or something? I actually don't know. I've just seen it in the news. I haven't heard anyone actually say it out loud. But here we go. Here are 5 high-concept children's story ideas based on the attached image of 2 kittens, one black and one white, sitting at a table in a quaint setting. And now look at this. Now maybe it's because the file name has Montmartre in it, does it? Yes. So, that is probably why it says Cafe Paws, the secret of Montmartre. Luna and Shadow, that is super cute, are not ordinary cats. By day, they lounge at the cozy Montmartre Cafe, but by night, they solve mysteries in their charming Parisian neighborhood. When the cafe's beloved chef goes missing, it is up to Luna and Shadow to find him. They uncover hidden passages, decode secret messages, and make friends with other local animals. Their adventure teaches them about bravery, friendship, and the magic of Paris. I love it. Okay. Whisker Friends Adventures at the Cafe. They love to spend their days at the bustling Montmartre Cafe. Their whimsical adventures as they explore the cafe, meet other animals, and even help out with the daily chores. Each day brings a new lesson. Okay. So I guess that all of these have them named Luna and Shadow. Now that's cute. It's a little teeny tiny bit cliche. I think those might be the names of the cats in Sailor Moon. I could be wrong though. But let's, we'll put a pin in that for now. Let's look at some of these. So we've got Board Book, Parisian Purse. They introduced young readers to the wonders of Paris. A short, engaging story about a different Parisian landmark. I like the chapter book. I don't know, to be totally honest with you, I do not know if I have the stamina to write it, even though it's a children's book. Children's books are not necessarily easy to write. Board books often are, but not quite always. But this could work, so I'm going to say, let's develop this story idea. And I'll say, give me a 3-act structure along with puzzles for them to solve. With puzzles for them to solve and clues for them to find. So it's a little bit like a Nancy Drew story. Okay. So look at this. This is interesting. It has 2 different responses, and you can choose which one you like better. Chef Pierre's chef hat. Okay. Chef Pierre, that's got to change. That's a little and Gaston. Oh, Pierre and Gaston, those are they're a little bit too on the nose. Marcel, who gives them a book containing a cipher. Let's see, the underground maze. They find another clue, an old photograph of Chef Pierre, and a clue pointing to a landmark in Montmartre. And then an old French dialect with a pigeon named Pierre. Okay, so I'm reading this one and looking at this one. And then Noir wanted to use the cafe's secret recipes to start his own cafe, a bit like that, was that Plankton and SpongeBob? I don't remember. But, okay. So, and then this one has a moral, value of friendship. And then this one is a little bit more detailed. I'm going to choose this one. And I guess if you do like the other one, you can go over there. You can also listen to it, which is a bit new. Let's see. Oh, well, no, you can't. Okay. Scarlett Johansson just launched some kind of lawsuit against OpenAI because they used her voice without her permission. Honestly, I'm Team Scarlett Johansson on that. That's pretty cracked. But I would say, let's make sure all of these puzzles happen within the confines of Montmartre. Or we could say, let's change. No, we'll leave it in. Let's so this has basically everything we need to get started, and I would say, can you create I said, aren't Luna and Shadow the names of the Sailor Moon kittens? What other names would work for these characters? Let's see what it says. Milo and Jasper, that's also really cute. Whiskers and Paws. Snowy and Midnight is 2 on the nose. Ivory and Onyx also. Pearl and Jet. That's actually super cute. I really like Pearl and Jet. Milo is the name of the cat in Milo and Otis. But I kind of like this. Okay, and I said, I like the names Pearl and Jet. Can you create an image of Pearl and Jet blazing in a sunbeam inside the cafe? And we could say, please make this in a cute illustration style. So as you can see, while it's working on that, I'm going to go back up to our original outline. I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it. You just click on this this button with 2 kind of squares, one in front of the other, and you can paste it wherever you want. I sometimes just use the texteditor.co. This is a really easy way to get text files. You can also use a program like Obsidian. You could use Atticus, whatever program you want, you can use that. The nice thing about Obsidian is if you paste this into Obsidian, it'll come out completely formatted. These will all be headlines, and you won't have to do anything. But once you have something like this, you can take this and you can you do, yeah, you can do something like Luna, and then can you replace with Pearl, and then Shadow, and you can replace it with Jet. Now, I guess the thing is these are both English names, and so you have to explain why they have English names if they are in a French cafe. But that can be. You can think of a reason. Maybe their owner is an Anglophile. Maybe he married a British woman. It's up to you. That's really cute. And I'm going to ask this: can you come up with 5 more high concept ideas for stories with Pearl and Jet as the stars? And I will say, let's also change the name of the cafe to, what would be a good name for a French cafe in Montmartre? I don't know. We'll think about that later. We could have Café des Oiseaux. I don't know, the cafe of Le Café des Papillons. I'm not actually sure what the naming conventions are for cafes in France. I'm a teeny tiny bit familiar with the conventions for pubs in England. They have names like the Fox and the Hound, or the Red Ribbon, or something like that. All right. Alright, so some of these are not going to be usable. This one says Pearl and Jet's enchanted Paris adventure, and they discover a magical portal in the back of the cafe. I don't think that really works. Guardians of the Hidden Garden. Pearl and Jet stumble upon a secret garden that is home to rare and magical plants. Okay, that's probably not going to work, so I'm going to ask 5 more ideas, but no magic. Keep it realistic, a la Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys, the Scooby-Doo episodes where there's no supernatural explanation. Alright. The Great Cafe Heist. A mischievous raccoon plans to steal all the delicious pastries and treats. Now, as you can see, coming up with ideas or asking the AI to help you come up with ideas is not that hard. The main thing that's difficult is going from something like this to having even a first draft, let alone a completed manuscript. That's going to be the most difficult part. But with the help of programs like Midjourney and ChatGPT, even if you have no idea or only a very bland idea, you can go from that to having a fairly interesting starting point. But it's up to you to get from that starting point to having a completed manuscript. So that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye.